in the second quarter. A second week of unexpected rises in U.S. crude inventories is adding to the pressure. U.S. crude stock grew by 1.6 million barrels last week compared with expectations for a drop of 2.8 million barrels, the Energy Information Administration EIA said. And that's it on this segment of the program. I am Owigo Okolo.
Well, for those out there, you can always make it on stage. You can always win. Just work hard, focus, and everything will come your way.
That's about the size of Oil and Gas Forum this week. Thanks for joining us. On behalf of NNPC, have yourself a swell and profitable week. Keep the date next week.
Slavery is an evil practice abolished all over the world over 200 years ago. But today, human traffickers are selling human beings as slaves in Africa. It is your responsibility to make sure that you and the people you know do not fall into slavery. Don't believe fake promises of jobs abroad.
People went to say Libya, Italy no use you when they carry me on top water. 4 days now they lock me for inside house, no food, no water. I nearly die. Now God, when me heaven and earth, now save me. If you get 1 naira for Nigeria, you get junior one, you say you no get papa, you no get mama, now make you come out. I beg go they do farm work. You better pass person when enter road.
Don't accept to travel to Europe through the Sahara Desert. You may be walking into slavery. Don't be a slave.
This is a public service announcement brought to you by NTA.
Welcome to Abuja, the place that unites Nigeria.
You can follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook at NTA Network News, Instagram at NTA Network, Twitter at NTA News Now, YouTube at NTA News Online. Or visit www.nta.ng. For live streaming, visit www.nta.ng/live. Now, you can stay updated on the go, be it on your TV, iPhone, laptop, or iPad. or download the NTA mobile application from your Play Store or App Store. NTA, you can beat the rich.
This is the network service of the NTA.
It's the music I promised Auntie Segi and the rest of them.
Those people, no man, they talk, daddy. I bet all the things I hear was. What's that? You know the offer.
Okay. Hey, mommy. It's just like I was telling you the other day. You have to remember to be nice to them. What was the last thing they told you?
Customer is king.
You remember? Customer is king. Mommy, we cannot afford to lose their patronage, so we have to treat them well. Shemo.
I don't know. You know, we'll lose them again. We'll get them.
Amen. Amen, mommy.
What is this?
Mommy, since they have requested for healthy meal, I have decided that we should cater for their needs.
So, what did they do? You work on Mombasa.
Elei, broccoli. Elei, cauliflower. Elei, cabbage. This cucumber. This is carrots. We have potato, sweet potato here too.
This is working. Now this one won't go for them. And you can say Uda and chili. Go for the chop this one.
And you too, mommy. You too, you will try it first.
I'm about to tell them. What did happen to Amala? But we are for all of you. I think for multiple when you're carrying. I say this is no cost.
No, man, no cost. I'm orange market.
Orange market. Where that one? I don't know.
How about mommy? This is the market where all these veggies are being sold. And very cheap. Nyafu. Very plenty.
No cost.
It's not cost though, at all.
Who won't cook this? I've been at them, you won't give me them.
Mommy, this one's okay. For where we shall arrange for a special chef who is going to prepare all of this. Yes, and there shall be a special day for healthy meal.
Yeah, people them say, land.
Yes, Mommy, let me go and see to the veggies.
But next time, we won't plan anything like this. Must let me get this place. Not even home.
Mommy, I'm sorry. Shemo, I'm just so eager for us to move to this next level you're always talking about. Okay?
Let the music!
You won the lottery. Last time it was Udo that was dancing and singing God win. And today you are putting down.
And they give
what are we celebrating?
And they give them what's that? Say no good man. No good man person dey jolly. They happy. Say no good. Are you big make a play.
Please give us water first,
Okay. Wash am. And sit down, enjoy my AC. You know, say I don't service am well. It dey cool like no man business.
The sun is too much. Telling you. Hey, this is better now. You have car. Hey, there is AC in your car. Me have to walk, stand before I get tired. I don't joke without my AC. Something else, Joyce. Don't worry.
Hey, how about this? I'm making that. Well done. I see you are looking very shiny. Wallahi.
Only have what you see.
I know, have I? Every time you are looking shiny, I
Hey, my Michelin, Dunlop, combine.
Yeah, what is this? If I say you don't give me a new name, yeah, it's alright. What is the plan? What is the plan?
Oh, we came in shortly before you did. And Iyamodino over there, CEO Iyamodino, 6-star new level restaurants, decided to offer us water on the house. I'm telling you. So we're just cooling down before we place our order.
Yes. The weather, gaskiya wallahi the weather is very hot.
Are you giving us water on the house? I think you stopped believing me.
Don't believe the one I ask, I give you.
I don't want to drink this one for this place. I can carry and go us.
No one.
You people never stop playing around.
Hold on. My
wife. Bala, when you people walked in, you were laughing, laughing. What was funny now?
Over to you.
Before I give Una the story, let somebody come and take our order. I'm famished.
Wait a minute. Wow, Bala, did you just say famished?
Yes.
Wow, I'm impressed.
I don't understand. You tell so now only you and Abes are we blow to a chair. Well, I don't blow once in a while.
You have joined the league.
Oh
yeah, Bala, tell us now what was funny now.
Share
the joke, please.
Wallahi wa. So, this story, It's a very crazy story.
Are you serious?
Unbelievable. Yeah, Madina.
I dey hear you.
Police catch one fant top this morning. For Wawa. Fant woman fant.
What?
Wallahi. Na him the thief con the shop. I know better. I have a job plus a maga. Well, I can't confuse.
Baba, which one is pant thief again?
Exactly. What do you mean by pant thief?
This used to be me. But that was before I got the perfect bag. It's handy and easy to use. All I need in one compact space, just like my MTN Extra Value plan. I used to get one plan for my calls and then try to remember which day plan worked for me. Roaming was a totally different ballgame. Not anymore. I've got the MTN Extra Value all-in-one plan. If you're a data buff like me, you get extra data with some talk time. And if you like to make calls, you get extra talk time with some data. And when I'm abroad, I automatically browse, chat, and call right on the same plan. MTN Extra Value was made just for me.
More of data or calls, whichever one you prefer. MTN Extra Value is made just for you.
Keep your white fabrics glowing whiter, your home sparkling and free from germs with Hypo. Make a dazzling impression every time and let your white speak for you.
My wife. Any other wife is a counterfeit.
Mama. Endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association. Now available in lime breed.
I never heard that kind of thing before. No. Mama, yeah, but you the thing with the ring now.
Very funny story.
Where did be that one again? No.
This is 6 star. You're supposed to be yelling, collecting music. Let me tell you. Those people, they thief gears to pant. They sell it to ritualists to make money. Yeah, that is not all. Those ritualists, they now call themselves G+ boys. That is, they have come to another level. Entirely. Innocent Jesus. There is problem in the society.
Serious problem, wallahi.
Hey, Lord have mercy.
For pant, how?
You are talking about level. I'm not talking this wahala go carry level. Does this level go bring wahala? I not tell you now.
Oh my God, Lord have mercy.
But how they would thief pants? Hey, Auntie Efe, you don't know. It's been trending all over the news, social media, everywhere. Yes, so it is so bad that some people use their wives' or sisters' pants to make money rituals, especially when there is monthly thing. Jesus!
That bad.
Auntie, come now.
Let's eat the food ourselves now. She's telling me. I think you guys are too
Eh? Auntie,
this pan, that will be matter.
Say this one nowhere back.
Wallahi, the way they turn the shake like outside. No, you're tough.
You're tough.
So, what now happens to the girl whose parties?
Some people said she might run mad. Others said she might not be able to make babies again. But whatever the case may be, it is bad and scary.
Very bad and scary.
Why will this person not hustle and leave our future wives alone?
Say you they count your own, None is amazing. Ginger, why? Yeah, wallahi, none is amazing.
What is that now? Stop it now. Why me?
Why you? Because you matter to Balamana. Say, listen, I want to make you a jury. Make you give me before those boys. Wallahi, it will be better for you if you give me, make we do it fast before your father go call us.
Bala, can you please stop it? Auntie Segi, please, oh. Stop it now.
What kind of place? Just taking it too far, really.
There's no laughing matter. I even hear say some of these girls now, then they go about. Yamodinus. They don't even they wear pants, they work out come out again now. Hey. I'm telling you. Now beside they work out, they don't wear pants. Now nakedness, they don't they can be that.
Hey, people, this matter is not funny. It's not a laughing matter.
I tell you.
Which kind of world are we now living into, your Lord? What is our world turning into? Oh, you know they knew. All because of money.
I don't even know the thing I could do now. How man go come out house like this with no pants? Now the best don't naked.
Young Medina. No be an old woman like you pant them the tip. Even now you're just like Medina.
Wiru. Yellow buyer.
Oh, may I tell you, as now they laugh, now crying I suppose make that to cry. Because this thing not be small matter at all. My prayer be say make police catch these people. And make them deal with them wild. They say that they laugh.
It's a serious something, actually.
What do you know? Come.
Well, they will just carry the fault. They will call you Kabla.
This thing is not a laughing matter.
So you cannot go out safe again.
At all.
Now the carry this kind of matter they laugh. Now get sister for house. Now get wives for house. Now get them. And then the carry and they laugh. It not be laughing matter.
Thank you, ma.
I don't have. You know get sister. If you never marry, you know get sister.
Is it not go for future wife? Not the woman you go marry. They laugh. It's not.
May do their food for them, please.
So for me.
Please, the usual, very usual ones.
Should they come? Should they come? Do them well, oh. They smell nice. Oh, yeah. No, sir, don't go to serve. The moment they give you carry and go, no waste time. Bala, where they go? You don't go with that.
I don't go.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Wait. Where is the carrying and where my husband?
Bala, you know what happened? What happened now?
So I have to just go and feast.
Okay, and this for the salad.
Next level is here.
Please, our own food is not here. We have a bottle. And Gary.
Wow.
I want to have a belly.
Hey. Please take it closer. It's not something. Just go slow.
Thank you.
Which one, wallahi? Eh, wallahi.
Thank you, my darling.
Auntie Segi, can you see what I am seeing?
It's okay. Okay. Iyamodino, is this really for us?
Yes, now.
Okay. This looks really good. I will stand up to dish this one. This is mixed vegetables. I'll do this first. Even the aroma.
How are you?
This is good. mixed vegetables with sweet potato.
Sweet potatoes.
Ajibala.
Eh?
You asked for this.
No, you know.
So you can't complain.
Wallahi.
Help yourself.
I will eat it. You know I'm used to this food wallahi.
Men I try, men I no waste time. It go cold.
So,
how are you using your hand now?
Please give me small stew so I can use it to go.
Stew. Use the veg.
Udo, you are a bushman. See how you put your hand inside.
Imagine. I will not leave my chop and coffee. You don't want me to eat today.
Listen to them now. Make a way. Sad the team be.
I don't want all this amendment.
Try it now. Try it.
Sagi, how it be?
My God. This is good. This is good. Yeah, Modino. Thumbs up. Next level is here.
Please.
Yeah, Modino.
This is delicious. Please, can you give me small stew? Let me use it to eat this.
Stew, come on.
I will not leave my chop. I will leave my chop and come here. Hunger will be marrying me. But yeah, what is this one?
Try this thing.
Give me food now. I'm not hungry.
Just the way doctors recommend.
Who you want serve now? Go serve the person who wants serve now. Who can be one to Allah with this?
This is yummy.
Jimana, wallahi, sir.
What is my own food?
See, Chidi and Udo, wallahi, this is very sweet, fa. Yeah, I hope so you shall be cook this kind of food, fa. Wallahi, it's very delicious, wallahi.
Yes.
Udo and Chidi, makuna taste this food. It's very sweet, fa. Wallahi, sweet, well.
Don't worry, let this confuse us another day. Sorry, confuse us another day. Not today. Not today.
Try it.
Look at it now. Is this not food? Look at food.
This is food.
Yeah, Modino. God bless you. Thank you very much. You do well.
Okay.
This is not amusement.
Modino. We go sleep there again. Wow. Make I test them.
Yeah, what's up? What's happening? My name is Faust, aka Faust Pratt Guy. Daddy Makanakis in the building.
Live.
And right about now, we are going to somebody's house. This may be you. We're coming to your house. We're coming with food. We're coming with drinks. We're coming with wonderful music. A DJ. You don't have to lift a finger. I'll see you soon.
Juice, pieces.
Something.
Oh my God! I'm so happy. I don't know what to do. I opened my gate and I saw Tenny and Fowles. I didn't believe it. It's like I'm dreaming. I will never forget this day. And I'm ready to party. We're so surprised. Like, it was so cool. We just saw Fowles and we saw Tenny and we were so excited. I didn't know it was going to be like this. I thought it was going to be like smaller. But like, this is like so amazing. I like my favorite.
It's a good way to relax on a Friday night.
Watch out, we might be coming to your house next.
I'm coming to your house, okay?
Good idea.
Oh.
Food that I will pay for. I will be begging for it. Huh?
Oh.
America. Broccoli. How you guys enjoy your own? Yeah, this one. Enjoy this one too. I can't take this one that way again.
Delicious.
I will drink it here now.
Yeah, Modina, well done.
I was doing
We are not talking again.
Jenny. Udo. This is your. No, when I miss.
What like it?
Don't worry. Let me eat my own too. And broccoli. No broccoli. The rice. Very sure food.
Aye. No, sir, this food is not enough.
More rice.
I need two more, don't worry.
Pumpkin.
Okay.
No, Gary,
Let me manage the one I have.
Kai, wallahi. Hamadina. Wallahi, my balance it well. This food now correct.
Another level.
Wallahi, this now next level. Wallahi. Gaskiya, I enjoy it.
Hamadina. You mean you prepared this?
Who?
You.
Not you.
So who? Wait.
Wait.
Now I can talk.
Okay.
Yes, you see, when you are enjoying a delicious meal like this,
yes,
you do less of talking. Iyamotino, please, who make this delicious delicacy?
My second time, if you don't ask me, don't ask again. And then I'm Modina cook this special food. Now it's my special food. Come on, tell me. Then I want to. Wow.
Your mother said you made this.
delicious. You know what? Take a bow.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Because you, my dear, have just elevated your restaurant to the next level.
The next level.
Thank you very much, hello, listen to me, everybody. Because not be every day now. So next time you come, you go pay because I will find like you. This today on a taste.
Wallahi, gaskiya iya Madina, this food is sweet well. See, as a people, I no even mind to pay extra for this food.
Honestly.
Iya Madina. True. Kai, gaskiya wallahi, your restaurant has moved to another level. Next level, nanda the column.
Yes, sir.
I beg, we gonna clap for iya Madina.
Thank you very much.
Correct.
Nice food.
Very nice.
NTA. You can't beat the reach.
You can follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook at NTA Network News, Instagram at NTA Network, Twitter at NTA News Now, YouTube at NTA News Online. Or visit www.nta.ng. For live streaming, visit www.nta.ng/live. Now, you can stay updated.
Hello, Nigeria. Welcome to Newsline. I am Becky Madujemu. We have a thrilling program this week. You won't be able to move a muscle, I promise you. A young lady who recently went viral on mainstream and social media after she gave her younger cousin the lowest form of corporal punishment will be answering questions on why she acted way out of line, while the law will tell us what lies await for the suspect and the whereabouts of the victim. Meanwhile, there's an incident involving another boy. For 2 years, his family went through travails as they desperately searched for him. We have the scoop on how he disappeared and who ensured that there was a painful separation in the first place. Then the beauty and glamour that characterize the Eid el-Kabir celebration will be showcased. We have a roll call of Durbers with prominent kings and jubilant subjects, as well as tourists making happy memories. Before we begin with these and more, Elizabeth Amori will present the news. Happy Sunday, Liz.
Same here, Becky. It's nice to see you and welcome to the news segment of Newsline. All is now set for the presidential retreat for ministers designate, federal permanent secretaries and top government functionaries. The induction retreat is to be declared open by President Muhammadu Buhari at 10 a.m. Monday, 19th of August 2019 at the State House Conference Hall. Registration has already commenced for ministers designate accommodated at the Transcorp Hilton, and they're expected to be seated at the venue at 10 a.m., while other delegates and resource persons are expected to be seated at 9 a.m. Now to food importation. The State House has described as incorrect the submission by Financial Times that the Nigerian government is restricting the import of agricultural products into the country in an article dated August 15. In a statement by the Senior Special Assistant to the President of Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, the federal government clarifies that there is no ban or restrictions on importation of food items. The statement further notes that the recent decision by the central bank maintains its reserves is for the purpose of growing domestic industry rather than provide forex for the import of those products from overseas, and is part of President Buhari's consistent resolve to strengthen Nigeria's industrial and agricultural base. The statement says that whoever wishes to source their forex from non-government financial institutions are free to do so. And Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has described former national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, John Odigi Oyegun, as a consummate politician and astute strategist whose life is worthy of emulation. This was when friends, relatives, and political associates from across the country converged on the International Conference Center in Abuja for the 80th birthday celebration of the former Edo State Governor. State House correspondent Jide Onifade reports.
In the name of the Son and in the greatest name of the Holy Spirit.
So much tributes from friends and political allies, many of whom John Odigi Oyegun had known for decades. Listen to what Vice President Yemi Osinbajo says about the former governor of Edo State and the immediate past national chairman of the All Progressives Congress.
Very special pleasure and privilege again, sir, to wish you and to wish this very fine gentleman, this loyal party man, excellent role model and leader, a very happy birthday. I pray that as your days, so shall your strength, so shall your wisdom, and so shall your favor with God.
And the Vice President says the celebrant remains an institution even till date.
when God has honored him.
The celebrant was eulogized by all.
A committed patriot, a zealous fighter, and a patriotic Nigerian in whom we are all very, very proud.
A testament to a great sense of duty, great discipline and probity.
And what does the celebrant himself has to say?
Fortunately today, I doubt there is any corner of this country where there aren't highly qualified Nigerians. And the time has come for merit to become the sole determinant of positioning and placing people.
The night is not without words of advice for Nigerians from erudite scholar Professor Ibrahim Gambari, emphasizing the need for all to support government in getting rid of criminality in the country.
Nature abhors a vacuum. If people don't stand for Nigeria, if people don't stand for what unites us, then we'll leave the field to those who capitalize on what divides us.
Odigwe Oyegun was born on the 12th of August 1939 and attended Holy Cross Catholic Primary School in Benin, St. Patrick's College in Asaba, and bagged Bachelor of Science in Economics in 1963 from the University College, Ibadan. In Abuja, Chide Unifadi, NT News.
To other trending stories now, reactions have continued to trail the attack on former Deputy President of the Senate, Ike Ekweremadu, in Germany by some members of the indigenous people of Biafra. Najatu Tijani reports.
The incident, as contained in a press statement released by the media aide to Senator Ekweremadu, Uche Anichukwu, says the former Deputy President of the Senate was attacked during the second annual Cultural Festival and Convention organized by Indigo Germany in Nuremberg on Sunday, 18th August. A video which has now gone viral online shows the incident where Ike Ekweremadu was physically assaulted by a group of people who were being stopped by others as well. Senator Ekweremadu in the statement expressed disappointment but assured well-meaning Nigerians of his safety. Meanwhile, Senate President Ahmed Lawan has condemned the attack as barbaric, noting that it is wrong to blame him for the violent activities in his home state. He urges Nigerians to reflect before taking any measures. Similarly, Chairman Nigerians in Diaspora Commission Abike Dapiri-Erewa has condemned the attack as shameful and urges Nigerians to always bear the country's image in mind and project it in positive ways at all times. The People's Democratic Party has also issued a statement condemning the attack, describing it as unjustified. The President, Ohaneze Ndigbo, John Nwodo, and other Nigerians, including Senator Eyinaya Abaribe and Senator Orji Uzokalu, have spoken against the attack and called for peace to prevail.
In a way from the attack, the first batch of 432 pilgrims from Lagos State have arrived the country from Saudi Arabia. Abolore Ogbara reports that the pilgrims, who are elated by the Hajj experience, promised to continuously pray for Nigeria.
The pilgrims arrived the cargo wing of the Muritala Mohammed Airport, accompanied by officials of the Hajj Commission. Some of them, who just had their first Hajj experience, said they have been replenished, promising to exhibit the spiritual lessons learnt during the exercise in their daily activities.
One of the major lessons I learned is you have to be patient because you're meeting so many people from different countries, from so many races.
We learned a lot. The first one, we should be loyal and we should be truthful. And we should know the Allah we are serving is one. And we should be our brother's keeper.
We're supposed to fear Almighty Allah and love our neighbor and love our country.
A prominent Islamic cleric who spoke on behalf of the pilgrims commended President Muhammadu Buhari and the state governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, for the support and commitment to the welfare of the pilgrims.
May Almighty Allah continue to bless all Nigeria and make our country to be a great nation in the whole world.
It's been awesome. I mean, I want to go again.
Another batch of the pilgrims from Lagos State is expected to arrive the country in the coming days. In Lagos, Abolore Ogbara, NTA News.
To other matters, the NNPC, in line with its resolve on transparency and accountability, has announced winners of its 2019-2020 direct sale of crude oil and direct purchase of petroleum products DSDP arrangement. A release in Abuja by the corporation's Group General Manager, Group Public Affairs Division, Undu Uhamadu, says after the completion of the 2019-2020 DSDP tender exercise, 15 companies made up of international companies and Nigerian downstream companies emerged successful to undertake the 2019-2020 DSDP arrangement. The one-year contract is to contact with late Dr. Clement Isong, a former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, who later became governor of Cross River State. Today, Nigeria celebrates the icon whose face and signature adorn the highest denomination of the Nigerian currency. The life and times of late Dr. Clement Isong was documented for posterity by Professor of History, Professor Olutayo Adeshino, who carefully chronicled his journey of life from 1920 to the year 2000. The 349-page book, with 10 chapters, vividly narrates the role the late banker and politician played while serving as the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria between 1967 to 1975 in his efforts in winning the Civil War without borrowing a dime.
He established industries and boosted the manufacturing sector.
This is the man that started the industrialization of Cross River State. This is the man that introduced proper administration into governance.
It's a strange feeling because I know the man that is on the note, and I think that that the recognition is deserved.
The book reviewer, Professor Effiong Johnson, describes the literary work as a multi-purpose publication that is needed at this time of Nigeria's history.
I, Professor Effiong Johnson, do attest that the claims in this book are strong and good enough, and everybody should keep a copy for references.
Late Dr. Clement Isong, a PhD holder from Harvard University, passed away in the year 2000. In Abuja. And now to matters of interest, the National Council of Arts and Culture, in collaboration with the National Council for Women's Society, is set to sponsor the Public Nudity Bill of 2008, which is a bill for an act to punish and prohibit nudity and sexual intimidation and other related offences in Nigeria. This is coming on the heels of the surge in nudity and indecent dressing in society. Both organizations made their stand known at an interactive session with the media in Abuja. Benny Adams reports.
Indigenous African society believes that womanhood signifies a high level of responsibility and embodiment of social etiquette. Same goes for the man. But recent trending videos of women walking nude in public glare, like the Ikeja shopping mall incident some week ago, coupled with the rising cases of nudity, indecency, and same-sex marriages among other social ills being celebrated in the media and on the streets, negate this belief. This is the reason why the National Council for Women's Society is at the Culture House.
We are going to represent that bill modified with input from all the relevant bodies. You cannot fight a battle without a legal framework.
We call upon our female senators and representatives to take up the gauntlet and help to reduce this social malaise.
This marriage of interest is expected to give birth to an aggressive campaign of value reorientation with a view to returning the country's treasured values to where it should be. The women were decorated as cultural ambassadors, just as Otumba Shegun is named Women Ambassador, and honorary membership of the Nigerian Council for Women's Society accorded him. In Abuja, Diney Adams, NTA News.
Let's now take you to Benue State, where the State Police Command has confirmed the loss of 9 lives in a renewed communal crisis between Kiyura, Tiev and Shitile communities in Katsina Ala local government area of the state. Police Public Relations Officer Benue Command in a telephone call said the crisis broke out at a burial in Shitile community Saturday morning when some youths attacked people at the funeral and killed 4 persons. A reprisal attack by youths from Shitile community on the same day led to the death of 5 people. The PPRO, however, said the situation has been brought under control as adequate security personnel have been deployed to the area to maintain peace. And an early morning fire outbreak has destroyed shops at Idi quarters of Gombe Metropolis. Correspondent Zara Umar Adama reports that the fire razed the entire first floor of the 1-story shopping complex belonging to Gombe Local Government Council.
Though no life was lost in the fire that started some minutes after midnight, property worth millions of naira were destroyed. Eyewitness and victim of the fire outbreak, Rufai Ibrahim, explained that he was informed of the smoke coming out of one of the shops when he rushed to the scene and immediately ran to 2 offices of the fire service, but was told all their vehicles are grounded.
We decided to come back and just see how we can help and assist our co-occupant. But there's nothing we can do.
Another victim calling for revival of the fire service in the state.
We are calling for the government to intervene, please.
The shops affected are mostly offices and repair shops for handsets, cameras and computers, among others. Zara Umar Adam, NTA News.
And now to sports. The 12th African Games formally begins on Monday in Morocco. Tamara Ibiri reports on Nigeria's participation and expectation.
The 2019 edition of African Games, formerly known as All Africa Games, is finally here, with about 6,000 athletes across the continent set to compete in 26 sports from August 19 to 31 in Morocco. The Games are not new to Nigeria, which has excelled in past editions, finishing second on the medal table in 2015 in Congo-Brazzaville and third in the 2011 edition in Maputo, Mozambique. A total of 308 athletes and 145 officials make up Nigeria's contingent to this 12th edition. Team Nigeria will compete in 22 sports. Athletes for the fiesta were painstakingly selected by concerned federations, following national trials in Abuja and other states. Overseas-based athletes who made the final selection equally went through scheduled qualifiers and competitions to prove their readiness. Following successful preparations for the Games, Team Nigeria were formally handed over to the Nigeria Olympic Committee. The federal government reassured them of massive support as they bid to bring glory to the nation.
There are great expectations. Nigeria is a sporting country. We expect our athletes to do well in Morocco, to bring back laurels, and I'm very confident with the talents I've seen that we are going to do very well.
We wish them an injury-free competition and they come back home with many laurels.
We are going there to perfect the ecological factors and technical factors that will be required for movement from one point of event to the other to assure us of the prediction of not coming less than 3rd position.
There is a lot of proper training given to them and the motivation. So I believe they will do well in Morocco, no doubt about it.
Having finished second and third in the last 2 previous editions, there is nothing wrong if Team Nigeria will conquer Africa this time around. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that these athletes will make the country proud. In Rabat, Morocco. In Abuja, Tamara Ebiwe.
Thank you, Tamara. Now let's take a quick look at the weather picture for Monday tomorrow.